Part 2 with Dream Girl Ellie here at BluePrint Pro Wrestling, or Part 1, depending which one you watch first. Social media, who knows?
Yeah,
whatever. I don't know how it goes. Dream Girl Ellie.
Yes.
How did you come up with that?
So, before I joined the International Superstars, I came out to a song called Problem. Not the Ariana Grande version, a different version, but it's not as PG as the song that we come out to now. So,
of course.
But there's like a line, and it's like, I'm your dream girl, this is real. And I was just like, that's simple. And I was just like, I'm gonna start stealing that. And originally I didn't want like a moniker or anything, but I was like, I feel like you kind of need one.
You were just gonna go with Ellie?
Yeah, because I originally was Ellie Taylor, and then I just dropped the last name.
Well, then there was Avery Taylor too.
Yes, and that's why, because I was wrestling her all over the place, and it was Avery Taylor and Ellie Taylor, and I was like, you get those two confused, you're done. So I was like, you know what, I'll just drop it, because Ellie is a cool name anyways. So then, Blanco, I found out that I use the Dream Girl once, and he's like, why don't you use that more often? And I was like, I don't know, like, it's not as cool as I thought it would be. And he's like, yes it is, like, you're being dumb. And I was like, oh, alright, well let me start using it. So I started using it everywhere, and now I think it's on a shirt that you can buy if you message me. And I have 8x10s too, because that's a cheap plug right there. But
was that a Blanco Loco design as well, or no?
Actually, Joey Osborne is the one that designs all of our t-shirts and most of our posters and everything.
Looks really good.
Thanks. It's actually Atari inspired, but don't tell him I said that because I don't want to be sued. No. But
you're smart. You're thinking like a businesswoman now. Yeah, good for you.
We'll cut that part out. No. But I don't even know where I was in this story.
So coming up with Dream Girl Ellie, and then he's saying, Blanco's saying, hey, you got to use this.
Yeah,
Come on.
So I started using that more often, and it's just kind of stuck because now I can't get rid of it, and it works, I guess, because like Dream Girl Ellie kind of works. But I think it was since it was the Dream Girl Ellie Taylor, it was a mouthful. But now it's just the Dream Girl Ellie, and it just rolls off your tongue, and it kind of works. I'm not gonna thank Blanco for it, because it will go to his head. But no, I'm kidding. But it was his idea.
Were you athletic growing up? I know you mentioned your brothers, but did you play sports?
I was a dancer. So I did, ballet, tap, hip hop, acrobatics, jazz, theater, and point. That sounds like a lot, and now that I say it, it's a lot.
But that translates well into what you're going to do in pro wrestling, right?
Yes, because I pick up things really easily. Don't get me wrong, there are things that I cannot keep up if my life depended on it. Blanco and I were like trying for like an hour for me to get it. I cannot get it. There was something about throwing your body that would not work for me.
And if you can't do it, don't do it.
Exactly. I'm not going to try to break myself out there. So I can do other things that people don't, which is fine because I'm very, very, very flexible. Like my feet can touch my head if I'm laying down. I can bridge on my knees. Like I do a bunch of crazy things that people are like, your body should not bend like that, which it works and stuff. So that part's easy for me because I can kick really high up, which works because I'm a very short person. So I was athletic there, but then you can be athletic and you can be in shape, and then there's ring shape, because even though it's an open ring, that thing traps heat. I thought I was gonna die the first time I got in the ring. I was just running the ropes. Simplest thing in the world, you would think. I almost died. I was just like, I can't. I almost quit that day. And my back was all bruised. And I was like, this should not be killing me this much. Obviously, I didn't quit, which I'm glad. But
what made you not quit?
I did it out of spite because my dad said the first day I hit the rope I was gonna quit. So I wanted to hit the ropes and not quit, and then the next time I showed up, like I did something else. So I literally
You're a you can't motivational person. If somebody says to you, no, you can't do that, you're going to prove them wrong.
I did not quit wrestling because I wanted to tell my dad to shove it. That's literally what it was. And I've told him that story before.
What does your dad think of
He's
how you've been able to do that?
He's on board of it now.
Yeah.
It took him a very long time because I just hit like a year of wrestling. It took him like a good 8 to 9 months for him to kind of like jump on board and be like, all right, she's serious about this. She's traveling. She's in the gym. She moved. to go wrestle, like to do all these things, and like I have worked for WWE. I've done extra work for them with NXT and stuff. So I think once I started doing that, and he realized like, okay, this isn't just a random hobby for her. That's when he's kind of like, okay. And now I get messages from him all the time saying how proud he is and stuff. And
Has he seen you wrestle live?
He has seen me wrestle once live, and I keep trying to get him to come more, but his schedule is so busy with him and his wife and stuff. So
what was that like for you when he was there? And that it was great. He was there, but it didn't really.
Weird because he had tried to see me before, but like a bunch of stuff had happened, and it didn't work out. So in my head, I think I told him this. I did not think he was going to show up, and it wasn't because like I don't love my dad. It was literally just last time he tried, something happened, and he didn't come. So I was like excited, but at the same time I was like, I don't want to get too excited and not happen. But he walked in the door, and I'd seen him, and I started crying. I literally hugged him and started crying. And because like that's a big thing for like to get your parents to be like on board with something and to be proud of you for it. So I hugged him, I started crying. I was like, oh, you guys are here? And they're like, yes, of course. So then he saw me, and he told me how proud he was and stuff, and I was like, all right, cool. Like I did that. It was probably like one of the best days ever, was like him getting to see me wrestle.
That's a cool moment too, because it was something that you had a bond with your dad, and your dad's like, no, you're not going to do this. You're not going to do this. And he probably too was saying that not because he didn't want you to do it per se, but more like, there's a lot involved with this. How are you going to do this? How are you going to be able to do this and all right? And your size and all that.
Rap out of him.
Now he's like, you know what? She is really doing this.
Now I just beat up dudes, and he's like, hey, proud of you. So that works.
You mentioned NXT and WWE.
Yes.
So what is that like if you're going there to be an extra on a show or part? I'm guessing it was at the Full Sail University, part of the tapings?
Yes, I have done NXT twice. The first time I was there, I was freaking out. Well, don't get me wrong, I was freaking out every time I was there. But the first time, you're like, I don't know where I am, I don't know any people here. Everyone that came up to me, they'd introduce themselves, they were very nice. It's honestly just like a giant indie wrestling company. It's like they have everything figured out, but the way the locker room is set up and the way people like hang out with each other, it's just a giant locker room. And I was like, oh, cool. Like nobody's like better than anybody, or they don't think they're the best person in the world. Like they're all like, I don't know how I'm doing this. I'm a wrestler. Like, it's not supposed to happen. But it was cool. Plus I had known some of the people before they had gotten signed to NXT, so it was kind of like a cool, like, oh, I got to see these people again, and I got to hang out with them again, so it was kind of cool. And then Raw and SmackDown was terrifying, in the best way possible, though. So it was Zach Blanco and we actually got asked to go to Tennessee and Alabama for the Raw and SmackDown taping.
Was that through WXW?
Yes, he had helped us.
With Alpha?
Yes, he had kind of like, hey, he kind of put our name in the hat in a weird way, I guess.
Because you were training there and also
and
doing matches for WXW with Alpha the Wild Samoan, those that don't know, Hall of Famer, WWE.
And I love him. I love Pops to death. He's the greatest human being in the world. But we had gone there and stuff, and it was cold. Because this is January. I want to say it was good 28, 30 degrees. And I'm in a short party dress because that's kind of what they kind of like, hey, dress businessy and nice and stuff. So I'm in this nice dress. I'm in heels. I'm like a baby deer trying to stand up when I'm in heels because I trip over nothing as in these. So in heels, you can imagine how awkward I am. It's awful. So I'm trying to carry my gear bag, walk up this giant ramp in a dress, freezing, in heels, and I'm like, I'm gonna fall and just bust my face, and all these people are gonna see me, and I was terrified. So,
but that would have been great for social media and viral, and it would.
At the same time, I didn't want to be that person. So we hang out on Raw. We did the No Way Jose conga line twice, and then we were like at a table for Braun Strowman throwing one of the Singh brothers and almost killing him because he threw him through a table, and I was like, that was freaking cool. So yeah, we were just like all hanging out. Everyone there was really nice. In a weird way, it's like a stricter indie locker room, but Vince was there, Triple H was there, Stephanie was there, like everybody was there. And I was just like, holy crap, this man is 10 feet away from me. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna do something embarrassing. I was like, this is gonna be awful. Somehow I worked everything out and I didn't do anything dumb. But it was just amazing. It was just the coolest experience ever. Like, that will always be one of the coolest things I've ever done in my entire life. Yeah.
Dream Girl Ellie, you gotta ask you about advice, because you're very new to this business. You're young to this business, so there's a lot of room to grow, a lot of room to improve. But for someone that's you tell me I can, I will, is that sort of your mantra? Is that sort of your advice to give to others, or something else?
I don't want to say I love proving people wrong, because that seems like egotistical and like crazy, but I like to show people that just because I'm 5'2" and I'm small and I'm blonde and I'm this and I'm that and I'm a female, it doesn't mean anything. I can go out there, and I've wrestled Savannah Evans. Savannah Evans is a very tall person. I was literally looking up at her, and I was like, all right, cool, she's gonna kill me. I've wrestled Zane Riley. I've wrestled Mason Miles. That was face feel, by the way. I hit that man so hard in the face. It was the best thing ever. But I've wrestled guys, and everyone's kind of like, you're a girl, why are you wrestling guys? Because I can. Because I like proving people, like, I don't want to say proving people wrong, but I do. I want to show people that I can do whatever I put my mind to. So if I want to go beat up Joey Osborne, I wouldn't, because I'm a tag partner. But at the same time, if I wanted to, I would find a way to. Because if I put my mind to it, I'm kind of just down to do it. And that gets me in trouble sometimes with life. But
in the wrestling ring, it works.
If you're not trying, you're not going to succeed. If you don't care, you're not going to succeed. I always get like super anxious and nervous, and I get this like really bad feeling right before, not bad, but I get this like, I want to puke, I want to cry, I want to pee my pants right before my music hits. And I believe it was Billy Gunn, he told me, he's like, good. And I was like, why is that good? Like, that's not a good feeling to have. He goes, if you didn't get nervous, you don't care. And I was like, oh, okay. So he's like, once you stop caring, because once you stop getting nervous, you have nothing to offer anymore. And I was like, oh, I didn't think about it like that. I still get nervous, and I'm like, wow, I hate this feeling. But in the back of my head, I'm like, I kind of love this feeling. So it's kind of like, you just gotta, you gotta go big or go home. You can't 50% this. You have to 140% this. Like, you don't get sleep. You're not home very often. I travel. It's crazy, but I love it.